So you want to create grayscales after making a sketch. It's actually not that difficult. Let's say we have illustrations made over here. It's such a good illustration, I would say. Look at this. But we have the characters at the front and the background at the back. I just reduced the opacity as well. But it's a cyberpunk world set in a night. It's given a cold environment. And the brush I'm gonna use is the dry roller. It's a default brush, I think so. Yes, it's a default brush. I think the most difficult part of making a grayscale is the first few brush strokes. It's because there's no reference for any types of values. But the way to overcome it is that we know that it's a dark environment. So we're gonna go middle gray. Middle gray is roughly here. And go down. So it's gonna be darker. And then sit up, be brave, and then draw. Draw out the first few strokes of the grayscale. And after that, everything will be much easier because you got the reference already. So anything will just compare to this layer, this part. And if you want, you can change it as well, so it doesn't really matter that much. Go on to deciding how dark we want for this part. We're gonna go for lighter. It's because there are more neon signs. So try brighter. The reason I'm laughing is because this is probably the third time I filmed this one. I talked to you 3 times already, but you just don't know. I forgot to press the mute button. It was muted. The microphone was muted, so I didn't notice until I was trying to edit the video today. But yes, hello, welcome back again. But yes, so quickly go through the values, and then we're gonna go on to the next stage, which is adding the brighter values into the illustrations. Another thing to note is that you can press shift, and then go right upper. It's gonna increase the size, so go up and then go left downwards. It's gonna reduce the size, so you don't have to come over here and then change it all the time. It saves a lot of time. And then, so let's say we have roughly done this part. We can open a new layer. Gonna add the brighter values into it. So probably like this. And then, because there are a lot of neon signs in these illustrations, so we're gonna create bigger contrasts between the neon signs and the environment. Something like this. And then there's the big TV over here. Yeah, so something like this. So now I'm gonna speed up and we'll adjust the values afterwards as well. There are the Ctrl M, Ctrl L, which are very helpful tool for adjusting the values afterwards and give the more vibrance into the illustrations. So yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, so as you can see that the values is roughly done, and from this we will have a better picture of what the illustration is gonna end up being like. But we can come to the setting, Docker, and then histogram. Then as you can see that this graph shows that the values in this illustration until now. So this part shows the gray area, this part shows the brighter values, and as you can see that the values are quite dense and quite close together. We have quite a lot of space for even darker values and even brighter values. So we can adjust this illustration quite violently, I would say, more vigorously. So I want to adjust the character first. So the Ctrl J to duplicate the character, and then Ctrl E so that she's in one layer. Use Ctrl M. And then can reduce the, I want her to be more distinctive compared to the background. So gonna reduce her values. And then now we're gonna open up Ctrl L. So if I pull this left pointy thing towards the middle, it makes the values even darker. But if I pull the white part to the middle, the brighter part becomes even brighter. So I think that should be good. Yeah, that's fine. And then adjust it a little bit more. So probably get a bit of brightness to her badge. Something like this. Yeah, it's good. And then I also want to change the police car as well. So the police car is at the back. Can make it darker as well. So the police car, a bit darker and then a bit brighter. Yeah, that's fine. Good. So compared to previously, now. And then another trick to do is that you can use the soft brush to create a somewhat like a border to the object. So below the car layer, we got the airbrush tool. Choose a lighter color and then gently draw out the borders of the car. Then if I close it, and now see, it's much better now, I would say. So for the character in the front, same as well. And I suggest the character and the background should be separated when making the grayscales. It's because you don't have to select the character again when you finish the grayscale. It saves a lot of time. But yeah, I'll probably reduce the opacity a bit more. And then we can adjust the background now. Ctrl J, Ctrl E, and then probably make it a bit darker. Probably like that. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Is it? Yeah. And then probably pump up the brighter part. Previously, now good, very good. And then finally, got the dead body, which is hidden, so we can make it darker. Yeah, and then adjust it afterwards as well. Shoo. Very good. So I think using values, it's a more simpler way of stepping up after sketch. The reason behind it is that if we directly color, there are values, saturations, and hues to consider. That'll be too much for my brain though. Too much for my brain. And using this one, I roughly know that what's gonna happen in my illustrations, and it makes the coloring phase slightly a bit easier now. And if we compare it to previously and now, it looks much better, isn't it? So what you can do now is that you can start researching on the more difficult area of this process, which is from grayscale to color. There are a lot of different skills and techniques just between grayscales and colors. There are the gradient maps, there are the color combinations, there are different types of layer styles and layer modes. Too many things. If you know any methods of coloring from grayscales to colors or from sketch to grayscales, please comment below because I would love to know it as well. And good luck, have fun, enjoy this new type of technique, and start searching for the more difficult areas of making an illustration from grayscale to color. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!